Hi everybody, welcome. It's Shylily Nekazawa here, and today we're going to get into some VTuber Newsy news. But before we get into the VTuber Newsy news, please make sure to follow my other channels as well. I have Lydia VTuber Plays, I got Lydia Nekazawa Clips, and I have Lydia Nekazawa Cooks. Alright, so make sure to hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. Alright, on to our first piece of Newsy news. Here we are. On our first piece of Newsy news, we are going to be talking about Hex Haywire. So who is Hex Haywire? Hex is a male English virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI and 7th Wave Exio. We've talked about Hex on this channel before. As a refresher, this is who Hex is. So why are we talking about Hex today? Well, friends, it looks like Hex's fan base is fighting itself. So on the Kurosanji subreddit, this is posted by OJT1200. It says sickling fandoms. So sickling is the name of the fandom for Hex. Okay. Sickling fandoms obsessed Hex Haywire also harass Korean sicklings and Hex to do nothing. So this is a link to a Google document. Okay, so essentially, I'm just going to read just maybe the first 3 paragraphs here. Okay. It says trigger warning. Highly sexual content of verbal usage, graphic images, sexual images, cyberbullying, racism, and racial profiling. Already bad. Disclaimer, this document is to inform what has been happening in this fandom over the past year and a half. This document is not to send hate, it's for informational purposes. Hello. We have been watching Hex Haywire since the starting point of his career until recently when we voluntarily left the community and the fandom base itself for our personal reasons. We have seen false accusations and rumors, but also have been called out as a whole of Korean sicklings. Many were confused and shocked and offended by all this, and we are asking for explanations. So, I've been asked to write this document as a representative since I am more fluent and comfortable using the language. I have been asked to write on behalf of what the sickling fandom base has gone through and the treatment that the Korean sicklings are receiving from this place. Recently, there's been a document which was revealed by a sickling that has been deleted that mentioned about internal bullying and attitude of the liver Hex Haywire. However, in that document, there were words about Korean sicklings and false accusations that came with the Korean NIJISANJI fandom base. So if you want to take a look at it yourself, it is on the Kurosanji subreddit here. So essentially, Hex's fandom is fighting amongst themselves, which of course is never great. But don't worry, Hex saw the document, and this is his response to the document. It says that if you are too parasocial or too trauma dumping, he will call you out. He also said to be aware of another mod that might be added soon.
Thank you to all of the new Japanese viewers and all of the Korean sicklings. Thank you. I will try and uphold and protect you guys as much as I can. There will be less and less tolerance for many different things, so please beware. I know that I'm very silly, but I want to also say that there will be much less tolerance now for anything too parasocial or anything too trauma dumpy. I will call you out.
Okay.
If your messages get deleted, you're gonna know.
Oh, wow. Okay. So at least he's kind of doing something. It's not super like, hey, stop being like this. You know what I mean? It's something, but it's very tepid, right? It's very like lukewarm. This is related in a way. This is on the Kurosanji subreddit, and this is posted by Zedfee, and it says Vanta Crow addressing stuff in regards to his chat plus stuff on the internet. So here's the link to that. So he did, instead of doing a black stream, he did a white stream. So this is like the white thumbnail, and it says, "We need to talk." Let's take a listen of what Vanta Crow's got to say.
Oh, I have something very important to address today. It is very serious.
Okay.
Some of you have just become a bit too comfortable with me.
Uh-oh.
And I need you to understand that we're not that close. That environment has made it uncomfortable for consistent regulars to participate in chat and sometimes even watch the stream. People that do follow the rules are uncomfortable, and I don't like that. I will be instating silent mods. I need you to learn to read the room. I need you to learn to read me. And I need you to learn to read the rule. Read them aloud.
Oh, 1, very good.
Don't backseat. If I ask for help, it isn't backseating.
True.
Don't spam or troll. This is how you should be conducting yourself in any space on the internet. Don't bring up other streamers unless I mention them first. Next, keep comments relevant to the stream. And last but not least, don't be weird. If you find these changes to be outrageous or over the top in any way, then you probably need to change your behavior. If you can't do these things after I've sincerely and earnestly asked them of you, then maybe this just isn't the stream for you.
Wow.
So learn to respect me and my boundaries because this is my space.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Wow.
And I have a few more things to say. Some of you need to figure out how to conduct yourselves when you're out of my stream as well. And I'm sick and tired of seeing comments from regulars and non-regulars alike that they love me or they love my stream, but my chat is terrible. I don't think so.
He's laying down the
If you have a
law.
problem with one another or about some random on the internet, settle it privately grit your teeth and bear it, or get my Oshi marks out of your name. I want to say, if this talk upsets you in any way, take a look at your own behavior.
Wow, that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. That was absolute, like, scathing professionalism is the term that comes to my mind. What a difference. What an absolute difference. Not to pit content creators against each other, but holy moly. Vanta Crow was like laying down the law. I'm going to say this, well-spoken, absolutely well-spoken. Holy moly. That's how you're supposed to address your fan base. Absolute mad respect. Mad respect for Vanta Crow. I know he works for NIJI, I know. But at the same time, well done. Fantastic work. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. Okay, so this is posted on the NIJISANJI subreddit, and this is posted by Psychological Copy 95, and it says, Project Livium CEO terminated. Talents rejoice, in quote retweets. It says, Project Livium is an Indonesian VTuber agency that has been in operation since 2022, currently comprised of 2 gens and 10 members. On July 12th, Project Livium announced the termination of their CEO, reason being due to lack of responsibility, misuse of authority, causing internal miscommunication, and irreconcilable differences in vision. That's quite the list. Holy moly. After seeing Livy Bro's talents express relief in the quote retweets, we never really know what truly goes on behind the scenes. So here are some of the quote retweets that you're seeing here. So this is the announcement saying, changes in leadership at Project Livium. Please read the official statement for details. Thank you for your continued support. So here's the actual statement. Livium official announcement, termination of employment. With all due respect, we would like to inform you as of July 1st, 2024, we have decided to terminate Pandu Abi Prusa Afriza from his position as CEO of Project Livium. Can I just say, fantastic work. CEOs can also get fired, okay? If they are crap, they should go. This decision was made due to lack of responsibility, misuse of authority, causing internal miscommunication, and irreconcilable differences in vision. This decision has been thoroughly considered and discussed among the founders, and we believe it's the best step for the progress of our agency and community. In the meantime, the CEO position will be filled by the 4 founders of Project Livium until further notice. Fantastic! The people who made the company care about the company, so that's a great idea. We are confident that their collaboration will ensure the smooth operation of our agency without any disruptions. We would like to thank you for your continued support of Project Livium. So that is the official announcement. Okay, so here is what some of the livers are saying. That's how it goes! The thumbs up. That's from Lilia's Infidelities. Then we have Fairy Claus Heart says, today's breakfast menu. Popcorn! Oh, I love it. I love it. And then Dina says, it's a bit stale, but hee. May Livium always be kept away from all dangers and unwanted things. Amen. A day of rejoicing. Bad CEOs been kicked to the curb. As they should be. As they should be. And then here it says, I would say this is an outstanding and responsible move by the founding board. I'm glad they did this and disclosed it properly. I wish the best for Livium to be successful. Not gonna lie, this is probably the first time I've ever heard of a CEO from a VTuber agency getting fired. Same. Yeah, if anything, I think it should happen more. You know, maybe if CEOs were like, oh, we can get fired, maybe they'd actually act accordingly. More VTuber agencies need to do this. It's interesting, the echoing and resounding statement. I wonder which company should remove their CEO next. So it's a day of rejoicing. Congratulations to everyone at Project Livium. Hopefully things will get better now that the bad CEO is kicked out. On to our next piece of newsy news. This is posted on Twitter/X, and this is by Riku. All right, so let's get into it. I keep getting DMs about an artist that heavily influences their style and model off my own, and all I want to say is I spoke to them in private months ago. They don't seem to want to cooperate and deny copying or heavily referencing pose, faces, and models. I can only do so much. If they read this, I want to ask them to please be mindful and move on with their own style. I am flattered that they like my art to the point of wanting to replicate it as much, but there's always a limit. To them and all other artists looking to build their own style, my personal suggestion is having 3 to 4 main artist influences that you learn from so that you can develop your unique style without risking it'll look like someone copying one specifically. And Riku continues, I'm also saying copying, but a bunch of stuff was traced, and there was intentions of selling the traced work. I wouldn't really go as far as tweeting it if it wasn't problematic. The post continues, it says, since this person's response to the tweet was a time lapse of them drawing art from scratch, trying to prove their art is genuine. I have decided to speak up. Callouts are my last option. I'll do my absolute best to resolve over DMs. I will not tolerate nonsensical hate or threats over them. This post is in hopes that they do better. Yuki Arts has been copying and occasionally tracing what I've made live on stream. I spoke to them in March, but denied ever since, covering it up as inspiration. Even though I blocked them on both Twitter and Twitch, somewhat they managed to draw a piece dangerously close to whatever I made that day. Here's an example of overlapping the fan art I drew on stream on June 22nd, and shortly after, she posted works in progress of it. Next, proof of me sketching on stream, and a few days later, their piece is posted in the same angle, pose, and mannerism. Of the background of that piece is the same composition I used for the final artwork, yellow flat plus lines plus silly pink doodles. You can absolutely argue it's not one-to-one trace because they are able to draw. Still, my point stands, it is copied. Okay, so here, let's take a look. Okay, here's a time lapse. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's pretty... Come on. Come on now. Interesting. Okay, and let's see this. Okay. Okay. What the... Yeah, that seems pretty spot on there, but okay. Here it says, my biggest concern was this one, which was going to be unadoptable. This base model is heavily copying my Shylily model. The outfit plus hair tufts are taken from the new outfit I'm making her during my streams. This outfit hasn't even debuted and it's being stolen. It's beyond me. They denied it ever looking the same in DMs. You can understand my concern, thinking it looks like it's referencing my own. Core elements like the latex skin suit, mid-partition, ears are, to me, clear signs of it. I wasn't too worried about this one, as I thought it was different enough. Okay, so here's this. She continues saying, I'm getting a DM about them every couple of weeks, max. I haven't been replying because I was trying to forget about it, hoping they would just move on with the copying. Rather, they post time lapses in the attempts of proving they can do it themselves. The sad thing is, yes, I can see they're capable of drawing. I just wish they did without benefiting off of my work. Sadly, their response of not owning up to the blatant tracing proves once again is being masked as, quote, inspiration, quote, study, quote, referencing. I really wish they were honest about it and admit it, but at least the message seems to have gone through, and hopefully they'll take action. I want to thank you all for replying very respectfully and in a civil manner, even though the topic can be enraging and frustrating. Hopefully something will change. Something will change, but I guess time will tell. On to our next piece of newsy news. If you remember CDAWG is someone who streams pretty regularly with Ironmouse. CDAWG is doing a charity auction. CDAWG VA charity auction is an online and in-person event with the goal of raising $1.5 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The event will feature CDAWG VA as an auctioneer, auctioning off some unique items to both a live audience and Twitch chat in stream. And then there's some really interesting things on auction here. But the most interesting thing is you can hang out with Ironmouse and Connor. Hangout/gaming session with Ironmouse and Connor. And the current bid was $15,600. As of filming right now, it is now at $18,600. So if you ever wanted a collab with Ironmouse and you got a lot of money to put down, now is your time to shine. So that is what CDAWG is doing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they're able to meet their goal. And it looks like it's ending on Friday, July 19th. All right, so here you go. Here you go. You want to hang out with Ironmouse and you got 20K to spare? Definitely put it down here. This is not financial advice. On to our next piece of newsy news. Okay, so this is, I don't know if you remember, Mikeneko had a announcement that she was doing a 3D debut. So it says, everyone, thank you for a wonderful day today. I was able to do my best because you always support me. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to complain, but I'm glad I keep looking forward and doing my best. I want to continue being with you all. I love you. Please take a look at the archives a lot. Thank you for trending too. If you go to her YouTube channel, so there's just obviously not going to play all of it, but there you go. So here is her concert. So she managed to pull out a concert. This is Mikeneko Obviously a very controversial VTuber, but this was the secret that she was holding on to, and this is the 3D concert. So anyways, if you want to take a look at it, it is on YouTube. All right. So that is the end of the VTuber Newsy news. However, I do have someone for the VTuber Spotlight. All right, and on today's episode, we're going to be featuring CrunchyyPickle. Say hello to CrunchyyPickle, your fast food working, positivity spreading VTuber based in Canada. CrunchyyPickle juggles life as a mixologist and a fraud investigator, bringing their unique flair to every stream. Whether they're mixing drinks or diving into spooking games, it's always a good time. Their motto, stay safe and be kind. CrunchyyPickle loves horror games, and they play everything from Sega Saturn classics to modern hits. You can catch them tackling Resident Evil, Parasite Eve, Dino Crisis, and more. Expect plenty of scares and laughs as they navigate these thrilling adventures with expert commentary. So this is CrunchyyPickle's Twitter/X account. This is CrunchyyPickle's YouTube channel. And this is CrunchyyPickle on Twitch. So here is a funny, I'll leave you guys with the funny.
Yeah, maybe don't put your dick in the blender. I don't know.
Oh my god. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy news. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Lydia VTuber Plays, Lydia Nekozawa Clips, and Lydia Nekozawa Cooks. All right, thank you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. Mwah! Love you. Bye-bye. So much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me at Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!